Okay, so for today's design, we are going to be using this plate by Born Pretty Store, and it's BP-39. I'm going to be using the skulls. So this is what it looks like when we are finished. And I'm just going to show you how I got the skull nail on a fake nail. So if you're interested, keep watching. Okay, so the colors I used, this one is a neon pink, and this is Pink Voltage by China Glaze, and that is our base color. I used this green by Funky Fingers, and this one is called Wild Child. I stamped with this Revlon Top Speed in Black Magic, and I just used this Salon Express white just because it's here. You can use whatever kind of white you want. Okay, so the first step is just to paint your nails with whatever base color you want. So I'm just using this pink, and it doesn't have to be perfect because I used 2 coats. And then just let this dry. So I'm going to let this dry and paint another coat, and I'll be back. Okay, so now for the stamping. I like to do this while my nails are drying because you don't have to necessarily stamp directly on your nail. So I'm going to be stamping in this black, and I'm just going to be using one of these stampers that you can get off of eBay. And it's kind of squishy. So we're going to load this plate up. And if I was smart, I would have a piece of paper underneath of here or a paper towel, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. And that's make a mess. So I'm gonna scrape this and then pick it up just like that. So that's what it looks like, and this stamps actually really well. So okay, so now for the white, I just took it and I painted over the skulls that are in the black squares, and you don't want to do too thick of a coat just because it'll take forever to dry, but do this really carefully so you don't disturb the stamp. And really, I did 2 coats of this just because I put it over pink and didn't want the pink to bleed through the white. So I'm going to let that dry, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now with my dotting tool and some of this green I just laid out on this scraper right here, we're going to fill in the faces on the rest of the skulls. Just like that. And this part doesn't have to be perfect. I kind of just wanted the green to be in the eyes, but I put it in the mouth and nose anyways. Just cause. Who doesn't want like a glowing green skull on their nails? Which I think is pretty awesome. So once I finish this and let this dry, I'm going to come over the top of it with a really thin layer of just a clear polish. It doesn't have to be a top coat, it can just be a plain clear polish, and I'm just using this Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear and Invisible just because I have it. And then I'm going to let that dry, and this is going to form a decal. And I will be back once that step is complete. Okay, so now that our decal is dry, basically I'm just going to squish my little stamper, and then the edges will pop up like right there. And I'm going to gently, hopefully gently, peel this off of here without it ripping too much. And if it rips a little, it's okay because you can fix it once you put it on the nail. But if it rips too much, okay, so that's what it looks like. And really all I did was I just placed it so the green heads were facing up. So like that. And then pushed it down. So, and smoothed it down, and then on my nails I had to use acetone to take off the edges, but on this I can just fold them over a little bit and we will be good to go. And then I will add a top coat, and seal in the edges. So I will be right back and show you the final look. Okay, so here is what it looks like with top coat. And just be careful not to smear your design. I smeared this one just a little bit, but you can't really tell too much. And here are my final nails. On my ring finger and on my pointer finger, I just used a black stud as accent. So I will have pictures at the very end. Thanks for watching.